Hey now, metalheads, it's therealblackmetalwerewolf making a brand new video for you this week. As you can see, things are a little different. I'm a cartoon now. But don't worry, this is not a permanent thing. Just sometimes I don't want to be in front of the camera, and having something like this makes editing videos a lot easier. Obviously, I want to give a very big thank you and shout out to the artist who did all of this amazing work, Death Row Design. Not only did they do a bang-up job, and do it very quickly, but they were also a delight to work with. And I really appreciate how they made my nose and muscles look. Those are the goals now, so I have to hit the gym even harder. But in all seriousness, I highly recommend this artist. I have absolutely nothing bad to say, so if you need any artwork done, I suggest contacting them. You won't regret it. You can find them on Instagram at Death Row Design. But now, let's get to the video. As metalheads, we obviously love buying merchandise that is related to our favorite bands. T-shirts, sweaters, posters, flags, patches, it's all good stuff. Though, I think we can all agree that some of it can be a little overpriced. Most of us are happy to spend the extra money to help support our beloved metal artists. But with that being said, over the years, there have been some items that have been advertised to metalheads that are, shall we say, less than appealing. These items can come from the record labels, the bands themselves, or just some company trying to make a quick buck off of some metalhead rube. More often than not, most of us see these as the pathetic cash grabs that they are, but there are some people out there who will fall for it every time. You know what they say, a fool and their money are easily separated. That's why today, I felt the need to point out some of the worst metal products to have ever been advertised and sold to the public. But before we get into it, don't forget to follow me on social media. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and I have a Twitch channel now. Pretty soon I will be doing some live streams, so we can hang out, play some video games, chat, and just have a good time together. Also, don't forget to check out my paranormal podcast, The Lost Campfire, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you have ever had your own encounter with the strange and mysterious that you would like to share, you can send it to thelostcampfire@gmail.com to possibly be featured in a future episode. I can't wait to hear what you guys have experienced and to share it with other paranormal enthusiasts. Finally, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and to share this video. Small gestures like that really helps the channel grow. Now with all of that out of the way, we can get down to the worst metal products ever sold. I may as well start out with the most obvious one. Liquid Death Sparkling Water. I know I have dunked on this multiple times in the past, but it is something that needs to be reinstated. For those of you who don't know, Liquid Death is sparkling water sold in a can with some crappy melting skull design on it. I guess the people who created this thought that giving this can of water a generic name with an even more generic logo would have metalheads throwing money at them because it's just so brutal. But I, along with plenty of other metalheads, see this as nothing but pathetic pandering. But I guess these guys must be making some money. Just looking on Amazon, they are charging over $50 fucking for an 8-pack of canned water. Jesus Christ almighty, talk about a shakedown. After that load of bullcrap, we have the Kiss Casket. Now, I originally saw this monstrosity on an episode of The Drew Carey Show when I was a kid. and I always thought it was just a joke made for the sitcom. But no, the Kiss Casket actually existed, and it was sold to the public. Oh, and it cost $4,000. I know that Kiss fans are very enthusiastic, but I can't possibly imagine someone spending that much money to be buried in what is, essentially, an advertisement. In fact, I think the family of the dead are the ones who should be getting paid with some sort of royalty from Kiss, not the other way around. Now that I think about it, I really shouldn't be surprised that this product exists. After all, Kiss threw their names on anything and everything. And if you're going to spend that much money on a Kiss casket, you should just go all the way and do a full Kiss-themed funeral. You get the Kiss casket for the wake, you get cremated in the Kiss oven, and then your ashes can be put in the Kiss urn. Then, in a few generations, one of your descendants can toss your remains in the Kiss landfill. Next, we have metal album tie-in comic books. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, so I will explain. Comic book companies have been partnering with metal bands and record labels to create comics and graphic novels that somehow tie into the band's made-up lore or concept album. You may be asking, how do you know all of this? Well, it's because I'm the fucking dumbass who bought one. A few years ago, a graphic novel was released related to the Dio album, Holy Diver. For some reason, a lot of people always thought the album cover was confusing and had some deep backstory. I never put that much thought into it, but I figured the story you made up in your own mind would be better than any explanation. But that wasn't good enough for some people, because this comic explains the backstory, and it's pretty stupid. Since I'm a huge Dio fan, I thought it would be worth checking out. But when I sat down and read it, I realized I had just wasted my money. And Dio is not the only one doing this. I know King Diamond, Cradle of Filth, and Kiss have done the same thing, and I wouldn't be surprised if more bands have done it as well. I guess if you are some sort of obsessed fan, something like this would be a welcome addition to your collection. But for the rest of us, this is nothing more than a way to squeeze a few more dollars out of us. Hey, King Diamond, instead of licensing your name to a comic, maybe get that new album out already. Now this one is just painfully funny, and it is those obviously fake metal products advertised on social media. Over the years, I have come across plenty of them while on the internet, and I have been cataloging them for just such a video. Now, I'm pretty stupid, but I'm not that stupid, and I know these items don't actually exist. They are scams to get your credit card info. But I gotta hand it to them. They are working extra hard to find some metalhead sucker who would fall for this crap. But in reality, the really sad part is, I can't imagine any metalhead actually falling for this. It is more than likely going to be someone's grandma looking to get their grandkid a Christmas or birthday gift. They will see these things advertised and think little Jimmy would love these shorts, and boom, identity theft. Finally, what I find to be the most egregious product sold to metalheads: deluxe or special editions of albums. Now, generally speaking, I don't have an issue with special editions of an album, because usually, a special edition means it comes with a DVD, or maybe a few extra songs, and I don't mind spending a few extra bucks to get stuff like that. However, when bands or record labels decide to throw in a bunch of random garbage, and then charge ridiculous prices, I have to call shenanigans. When I was younger, I used to eat this shit up. I would buy special editions of video games and albums, and I would get the figures and whatever random nonsense they would throw in there. At the time, I thought it was super cool, but now that I'm older, I realize what a colossal waste of money all of it was. Seriously, what the hell am I supposed to do with this stuff? It's not really cool, and there isn't a woman on this planet who would be impressed after seeing that I own it. And the worst part is, a lot of these deluxe editions don't even come with extra music. If I had a bunch of other songs that I wouldn't get with the standard edition, I might be able to justify it, but I just can't do it anymore. I guess if there is a lesson to be learned from all of this, it is to vote with your wallet. The only reason these things exist is because they know there are dummies out there who will throw their hard-earned money at it. So do yourself a favor and save your cash and use it to go to a concert and get a t-shirt. A great experience is worth more than a million kiss caskets or shitty plastic statues. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with the products I mentioned? Or do you think there are worse metal products out there? Let me know down in the comments. Overall, thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to stay brutal.